Hey, 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 hey. So it's funny because I'm looking on my phone to see, as people come up. And the first person I saw was Pamela, right? And instead of me thinking, oh, there's Pamela, I thought, oh, there's Bliss. And then I saw my mother and I was like, there's joy and love. And then I saw Lindsay and I was like, wait a minute, Lindsay, what? Lindsay, you got to tell me what your quality of God is again, girl. Because I got to see, when I see you, I want to say, there is, there we go. Oh, there's Nan, there is allowing and trusting. Yes, yes, yes. So isn't that so cool that my my mind is now wired to recognize when I see your name, to recognize that quality that you are embodying for this year. Yes, Lindsay, I won't forget it now. Kindness, because oh girl, you are the epitome of kindness. Oh yes. So good day, everybody. Good day. I hope everyone is doing well. It's good to see you all, Mommy, Lindsay, Nan, Linda. Good day, and welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa, and I am Rev Melissa, and Sip is Spirit and Practice. And so I am so excited today, y'all, because I am just loving this whole situation. I'm loving the whole habit series, every single part. Part one, which was inspired by Prince's song, The Work. Part one. Part two, we started yesterday when we started digging into habits, right? What we're feeling, what we're focusing on, right? What we are intentionally doing every day repeatedly. And so yesterday we talked about repetition, right? We talked about repetition. And well, let me ask the question first, Margareta. Have you been talking to yourself out loud? Have y'all been doing your homework? Because that's what we're repeating this week. We're focusing our habit on talking to ourselves, right? Talking through the vibration of love, right? TLC, talking love consistently to ourselves out loud, out loud. There is a power that you can feel when you speak out loud. You can feel it. So just want to check in. All right, Margareta. She says she's doing it all the time. Okay. Yep. All the time. All right. All right. I love that. I love that. And you know who it made me think about? It made me think about Muhammad Ali, right? Muhammad Ali was always talking out loud, right? And sometimes he was, talking to the camera and, doing his thing. But a lot of times he was talking to himself, right? He was saying, I am the greatest, right? I am the greatest. How many times have we heard did I say who? Muhammad Ali talk out loud, right? And call himself great. So his quality of God, I am 100% sure about this, is greatness, right? I am greatness. And he talked it, he thought it, he felt it, he boxed as greatness. I love me some Muhammad Ali. So it made me think about Muhammad Ali this morning as I was talking to myself out loud to get myself to put down these books and get myself ready for morning sip, right? So what are we speaking to repeatedly out loud to ourselves, right? And we know that repetition is what? The origins of repetition is the word to repeat. And I shared yesterday that repeating is about to attack again, right? To demand return of, to reach towards, and to seek. And when we say attack and demand, we're not talking about beating ourselves up, right? We're talking about being kind and gentle and loving to ourselves, because that is what gets returned to us, right? That is what gets returned to us repeatedly, again and again and again. All right. So I ended yesterday by saying I'm going to talk today a little bit about subconscious mind. So we're going to see how this goes, because I got a lot to say about it. And I don't have a lot of time to say it today because I got to leave and go pick up my niece from college today. So we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to keep track of the time that's on my screen. All right. And producer, just jump on if you see me going. If you see me going. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So the subconscious mind, right? The best way for me to remember the power of the subconscious mind is to remember that it is the seat of habit, the seat of habit. And I talked about the subconscious mind from that perspective from the book, The Master Key System, last year in July, right? So you could go back and check out the SIP from July of last year. It was towards the end of the month. And I talked about the seat of the soul. And the seat of will is the conscious mind, right? Also known as the watchman at the gate, right? And we can use the conscious mind, the watchman at the gate, to impress upon our subconscious mind that which we desire, right? Our habits. The seat of habit is the subconscious mind, is holding all of the memories, all of the experiences, is holding all of that and is operating from that place. Unless we consciously, repeatedly, habitually impress upon it that which we desire, right? That which we want returned to us. Yes, I am great. Yes, I am the greatest. Yes? All right. So I want to read. I'm going to do both. I'm going to read a little bit from the Master Key System and then a little bit from this other book. So this is the Master Key System. I highly recommend this book. It's really thin and it's to the point and it's clear and concise. And it has questions at the end. It's a wonderful book. So it's the Master Key System by Charles F. Hanel. All right. So this is what I want to read first. All right. So the subconscious mind cannot argue controversially. So whatever you tell the subconscious mind, it's saying yes, right? It's not going to judge it. It's not going to analyze it. It's not going to see if it makes sense. It's not going to say, girl, you sure you want to do that? It's just going to say yes. It's just going to say yes. Hence, if it has accepted wrong suggestions, the sure method of overcoming them is by the use of a strong counter suggestion, frequently repeated, which the mind must accept, thus eventually forming new and healthy habits of thought and life. For the subconscious mind is the seat of habit. That which we do over and over becomes mechanical. It is no longer an act of judgment, but has worn its deep grooves into the subconscious mind, right? So Muhammad Ali saying repeatedly, I am the greatest, was creating these deep grooves in the subconscious mind, right? And we do the same thing, but sometimes we do it with things that we don't want. Sometimes we do it and we're declaring that which we are not, right? So we have the opportunity to use what we have. We have our conscious mind, we have our subconscious mind, to use it habitually to co-create that which we desire, that quality of God that we are. Yes? All right. And then, oh, there's so much, y'all. There's so much. Okay. All right. And then I want to share something from this book that I just happened upon, didn't know I had it. And then I realized, oh, this green dot means it was like at a tag sale or a yard sale or something. You know how you can pick up these little treasures at yard sales. So I just happened upon this the other day and I kept it out. And then I grabbed it this morning and I was like, I got to share this too. I got to share this too. So this is the secret of the ages, the master code to abundance and achievement. And it's by Robert Collier, The Secret of the Ages. He writes, you see, the subconscious mind is the connecting link between the creator and ourselves, between vital force all about us and our bodies and our affairs. It is the means by which we can appropriate to ourselves all the good gifts, all the riches and abundance which universal mind has created. The subconscious mind, y'all, is the link to universal mind. And if I had the symbol, the science of mind symbol, I'll have it up tomorrow, right? We know the science of mind symbol is that open V, and then it has two lines that go across. So that opening, the top part is spirit, is universal mind. And the universal mind descends, right? Descends into the subconscious mind, right? So it's the vital link, it's the vital force. So we can use our subconscious mind, right, to co-create. That is the power of the creative process. However, what are we impressing upon it? What are we using our conscious mind to impress upon our subconscious mind habitually? Not once. Sometimes we think we get up and we say an affirmation or an incantation or a prayer one time and we done. Why hasn't my whole life changed? Just like that, right? Why hasn't that happened? Because there's a lot going on in the subconscious mind. It's holding all the memories, right? It is the seat of habit. Now, mind you, there are some who have an enlightened moment. But believe you me, they have a story. They have a story that got them to that place of enlightenment. And so do we. So we're no different, right? We're no different. So I wanted to share that, and then I want to share this. So the subconscious mind is this. Oh, I read that already. Did I read? No, I didn't read that. The subconscious mind is the seat of memory. Every thought or impression we have ever had is registered there. Can y'all imagine? Especially those things that are attached to emotional occurrences. Many of us have no problem remembering something that is attached to a high emotional occurrence within us. Those high emotional moments are embedded in our memory. I could, just talking about it, a memory just popped up in my mind. The memory of being like 4 years old and going to the Bronx Zoo and we got robbed. So there I am, 4 years old, we got robbed. That memory just popped into my mind just like that. Why? Because it was charged emotionally, right? The emotion of fear, right, is embedded in my subconscious mind. So one of the things that I do is I am well, I am safe, I am protected, I am covered, right? So these are the things that we have to do habitually, right? Because we can shift all of that. We have the resources within us because we are connected to the source. The universal mind is our individualized mind. And so we can make those changes. We can have a different experience of our life. Yes? All right. All right. One more thing. Few understand or appreciate, however, that the vast storehouse of knowledge and power of the subconscious mind can be drawn upon at will. Ah, thank you, producer. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. So you'll see at the top, universal mind descends, right? You see that open V, it descends into the subjective mind or the subconscious mind, right? And that is where co-creation happens between universal mind and subconscious mind. And then we see the outpicturing of it as the effect, right? The formless descends, co-creates, and comes into form, right? All of that is happening through us and as us. Thank you, producer. So this is powerful, that connection that we have, right? That vital link that we have. And some of us are not paying attention. We're not giving it any attention whatsoever. Or we're giving it like a little minuscule here or there, a little sprinkle. Here you go, a little bit, right? But we gotta pump it up. It has to become a habit, right? It has to become a habit. So he says, now and then, through intense concentration or very active desire, we do accidentally penetrate to the realm of the subconscious and register our thought upon it. So I'm not saying we accidentally do it. We got to be habitual about it. Ain't no accidents. We are consciously impressing upon our subconscious mind, right? The accidents happen when we're not present. When we're not present, right? When we start to go down memory lane, right? And reactivate all that stuff that no longer serves us. Yes? And that's when we got to talk to ourselves out loud. Out loud. Girl, where you going? Come back over here, girl. Come back over here. You're safe. All is well. Let's talk about what you really want. Yes? Who are you? Oh, your love? All right, I see you, love. Oh, your kindness? Yes, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes? Habitually, right? Attack, demand. Yes? Okay. The trouble is that as often as not, it is our negative thoughts, our fears that penetrate. And these are realized just as surely as the positive thoughts. What you must manage to do is to learn to communicate only such thoughts as you wish to see realized to your subconscious mind, for it is exceedingly amendable to suggestion. Exceedingly amendable to suggestion. So we are communicating positive thoughts. We are communicating that which we want. We are communicating that which we already are. That which we already are. All right. All right. Yes, I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to stop right here. Don't encourage me, Pastor Al. Don't encourage me. All right. So we're going to put a pin in it. We're going to pick it up right from here tomorrow. And what are we doing? We are impressing upon, we're using our conscious mind, our thoughts, right? Our thinking, our pattern of thinking to impress upon our subconscious mind, the seat of habit. We're using our will with our habit, and we are impressing upon the seat of habit, the seat of our subconscious mind, to co-create with the universal mind the desires of our heart. The desires of our heart. And we're doing that repeatedly. I am great. I am the greatest. I am the great. Ain't I pretty? Oh, I love me some Muhammad Ali. I love me some Muhammad Ali. So let's be like that. Imagine yourself, if you need to give yourself some inspiration, put on some Muhammad Ali, or just like call upon the spirit of Muhammad Ali and be like, yes, yes, I am the greatest. I am the kindest. I am bliss. I am joy. I am love. I am abundance. Pump yourself up, right? Well, what's that called? The person? Yeah, be your own hype man. Yes, be your own hype woman. Hype it up, y'all. We can do this. We can do this. We can have our heart's desire. Yes? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So we're living life in joy. Yes, we are. And we are connected to our yes. Connected to our yes. So let's get into some joy news. All right. Oh, yes, y'all. All right. So what happened? What had happened yesterday at 4 a.m.? We had our meditating with the moon, the new moon, that new moon in Taurus, right? And that new moon in Taurus, the energy of the Taurus moon is about abundance, y'all. So if you missed it, you missed it. I'm going to see if I could upload it on YouTube and you can check it out there. So I just want to give a shout out to my congregation of joy who was in service with me at 4 a.m. Lenora, Julian, Nan, Pastor Al, Sekou, and my mother, Eunice Gibson. So thank y'all for getting up early. We had a wonderful spiritual practice. The Meditating with the Moon is a spiritual practice that we do together. And we do writing, we read something inspirational, and we do a meditation and a prayer. So if you missed it, there's another one coming up, Meditating with the Full Moon. And the full moon, this is a good, as if there are any full moons that aren't good, right? This is a good one. It is a flower moon, and it's also a lunar eclipse. Oh, that's going to be wonderful. So join me May 26th, 4 a.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. The registration is already up. You can find it on my site, on my Facebook page, and you can register today. So go on ahead and do that. And then this Sunday, May 16th at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time is Living Life in Joy. And my special guest is Colette Foster. And she is a mother, a healer, an alchemist. And we are going to have a wonderful time just talking about how she expressed all of those things in the world in service to herself, in service to her children, and in service to the world. So please tune in for that. And then I wanted to let everyone know, if you were not aware, that there is a 21-day meditation happening right now. It started yesterday with Deepak Chopra. So Deepak does these 21-day meditations every quarter or so. And he used to always do them with Oprah. And they're always good. And this time he's partnering up with Alicia Keys, y'all. So that should be good and exciting. So please check that out if you want to. 21-day meditation. You can find it at Chopra Meditation. And the focus is activating the divine feminine, the path to wholeness, the path to wholeness. So check that out. A wonderful thing to incorporate into your morning practice, right? You could use it as your meditation. They run about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. Then supporting my ministry of joy, I appreciate and am so grateful for all the support. For those of you who show up live, for those of you who watch the replay, I so appreciate you. Those of you who share your love offerings with me, I so appreciate you. So if you would like to give, you can do so at Cash App or Venmo at iamrevmelissa. Thank you so much for your generosity. You can also support my joy line of Sip Joy mugs and my long sleeve and short sleeve t-shirts. Look at my girl Gladys. Gladys, girl. I said, girl, you look like you're about 16 years old in that picture. I love it. I love it. I love it. So there is Gladys Williams. You remember Gladys? Asante Jules. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Giving me life in those t-shirts. So please go to my Etsy store at I Am Rev Melissa, and you can support there. Also, my YouTube channel. So the Meditations with the Moon will be on YouTube. They'll be replayed there. So that's a way for get some traffic over into YouTube. Yes. And my podcast, Sit with Rev Melissa. So please check that out on your favorite podcast platforms. Yes, Gladys. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, girl. You look so cute in that picture. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. So please donate to New Thought Media Network, this platform that is a vehicle for uplifting, positive programming, positive shows. Check out the other shows on New Thought Media Network. There's some wonderful programming that's happening. So please check out the network. And we're at about 26 minutes in. I think I'm going to jump in real quick just to see if Sekou has anything he wants to share. Oh, and Sekou, I was thinking about, oh, what could we call these pop-ups that we do, right? And I
Yep.
was like, what about Sekou Speaks?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. No pressure. No pressure. Yeah. So I know you're running short on time, and so I'll keep this quick. But it's funny that you were talking about Muhammad Ali because I read a book by Muhammad Ali during the pandemic, and it's interesting because he was contradicting a lot of the things that people said in books about him. His tone was like, "Let me set the record straight." And so one of the things I thought was most interesting was that he was often nervous and anxious. And
Mm-hmm.
even when he was issuing those incantations, let's call them, I am the greatest, I'm the best, all those things, he was compensating for his fear. He was compensating for his doubt, and he was speaking it into existence. He was doing the work out there in the world. And then he realized that people were paying attention to it.
Mm.
And so he leaned into it. He started writing poems. He started, issuing these poems, these poem challenges. He started predicting when he was going to defeat people, but he had no idea if it was going to happen. He was just saying stuff. When you hear him talk about it, he was like, man, I didn't know, but I knew that the media liked it. I knew that people liked it. And even though people hated on me, that was attention. Like
Mm-hmm.
even that made him more of a spectacle. So how he skipped the line and became the greatest was by using all his tools, his incantations, his poems, his being brash, and being very visible. Because he wasn't, the last thing I'm gonna say is he wasn't in line for to
That's
become
right.
the heavyweight champion of the world. He skipped the line in a very clear way, and he did that because of all the other things he did. All these things that we're talking about here, incantations and talking to yourself and doing the work all day, every day. So he did it.
All day, every day. And you know what's so powerful of that, Sekou, when you said he felt anxious a lot, is that the subconscious mind don't care. Right? If you keep impressing upon it, I am the greatest, and you have that feeling tone, it believes it. It's not going to say back to you, oh, but you're anxious, right?
Right.
Or you're shy. It's
Right.
like, okay, yes, yes, you are the greatest. You are the greatest. You are the greatest. I love that.
Yeah. The way Steve Harvey talks about it, he says you have two foremen in your mind, foreman positive and foreman negative. And if you wake up in the morning and say, I'm having a bad day, foreman negative says, hey, we're having a bad day. Let's get to work. But if you wake up and say, I'm having a great day, foreman positive takes over and says, hey, we're having a great day. Let's get to work. Let's make more positive things happen. So the choice is yours.
Yes. See, there you go. Sekou spoke a word. Yes, y'all. Yes, yes. Thank you, Sekou. Yes, yes. So we have a conscious choice. We use our conscious mind, make conscious choices, impress upon our subconscious mind that we are the greatness. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will see you all tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., as we continue our journey through habits. Remember, we're talking love to ourselves. We're impressing upon our subconscious mind that which we want, and we're doing it when? All the time, habitually. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy. Oh, yes, we are. Connected to our yes.